Yo, spring is in full bloom, and we got a whole bunch of lists of anime that's coming out this spring season. We're super excited. We hope that you could check out some of the things that we are really excited about, and we're going to talk about a little bit. So tune in to this episode of the Melanin Domain. Peace. Yo, all right, let's get into it, man. We're going to talk about the upcoming new stuff this spring in anime. Things we're very excited about. For me, it's going to be Go Go Loser Ranger. I remember they announced this probably a year and a half ago. Essentially, it's Power Rangers, but anime, but it's a little bit of a twist. 13 years ago, these, minions and, evil doers dropped down on Earth, and they got defeated. Their main bosses got defeated by the Rangers, and every Sunday for the past 13 years, these minions can shapeshift and turn into villains. And it's kind of like when we grow up watching Power Rangers, every week they beat a new boss, and it's the same thing. They put on a show for people on Earth, and they watch it, and it's about this one minion who's tired of losing. He transforms himself into a human and tries to infiltrate and into the Rangers whole shebang, and tries to defeat them from the inside type shit. First episode is pretty decent. I think it's promising. If you're a Power Ranger fan, you definitely should watch this. It definitely gives you that nostalgia feeling. But for the next one that I'm really excited about is Kaiju number 8. I know we talked about this show many times on this pod. Very, very excited about that. That comes out literally next week. It's going to be the first Crunchyroll show to be premiere live on Crunchyroll. So when it shows in Japan, it's going to show everywhere else, wherever that time is. I think it's going to be like 4 a.m. on the East Coast in America, and it's damn near 6 a.m. On the West Coast in Cali. So it's going to be a pretty crazy time difference. If you're a fan, it's going to be worth it, that first episode, I guarantee you. But hopefully people check it out. We're going to talk about it much deeper when we all get into it. And then the next one is going to be Demon Slayer. The hype, I don't really see much hype around this season of Demon Slayer since it's the Hashira training arc, because it's just them training, and we gonna see how they get geared up for probably the next season when things get deep. And we're gonna see a lot of the upper ranked demons fighting and seeing what their abilities are about. We're probably gonna see a lot of what these rest of the Hashira can do, like the Rock Hashira. I can't imagine what he does. We see him crying all the time, but I feel like he might be the strongest one, damn near. Because it's always the crying ones that always be the most OP. Kind of he reminds me of Armstrong from Full Metal, low key. And then my final, I'm really hype about Blue Lock movie. But if you don't know, it's not focusing on the MC Asagi. Is focusing on Nagi, who is the slacker of the group, but it turns out he's just really freaking crazy at soccer, and he has no motivation unless he just sees someone who's better than him, and he wants to be better than him. That guy. So he's pretty crazy. He's an awesome character. He just a laid back dude, wants to play video games, but then gets sucked into this world of soccer.
He's a fucking
and he
genius.
wants to be the best too. And he's a genius. Yep, absolutely. He's super smart. He can adapt to all these situations. If you haven't checked out Blue Lock, please, for the love of God, check out Blue Lock. I have never been a fan of sports anime. First one, I was kind of into Prince of Tennis when I was playing tennis as a kid, and then I fell off and I kind of got back into it. But Blue Lock, I was locked in since day one of watching that episode. So check it out if you haven't watched it. I guarantee you'll be addicted to it. It's amazing animation. My next one is probably gonna be Haiku. See what that's all about. But we're gonna move on to the next.
I fell off on that.
Yeah. So I'm really hyped.
As a sports anime as well.
Yeah, man. Well, we go segue right to you, Jug. What you got on your
for
plate?
me, man, I'm always waiting on the My Hero, even though people hate Deku because he cries. On crying character, he cries a lot or whatever. But my nigga's breaking his body like in the beginning half of learning how to use his powers. I mean, they tell him he's not gonna be able to use his arms again if he keeps using his powers how he's using them. So my dude has to literally physically build up his body as he's trying to learn how to use this power that he can manage and can't manage at certain times. And sometimes he has to go overboard to save everybody, which puts him at risk to never be a hero again. But on that path on that grind, sometimes you got to put it on the line. But that's it's coming out soon, like May 4th, like we looked up. So that's coming around the corner. So if you're excited you get past all that, you get to Deku saving Eri, you get past Shigaraki and fucking awakening and just leveling an entire city, and you just see the development of not only the heroes but the villains as well. Like, it's a great anime. Let's see, another one that people may or may not really keep up with, Seven Deadly Sins. They dropped 2 movies where they kind of went past where they're at in the series. They got the kid in there with Meliodas and Elizabeth. They got a kid, and the kid kind of gets kidnapped, has to save his mom. I don't really want to get too much, but there's 2 parts of that. Save his mom, but wait to see where we go from Meliodas like becoming the Demon King, like in the end, if you've watched Seven Deadly Sins, where he becomes Demon King low key and then has to like give up his humanity in order to save Elizabeth and the entire like squad that he has. But I mean, I don't know where you go from there. Like, it's hard to like who comes in after that. So they got the spin-off series where they talk about the 4 night people, which I low-key want to watch, but at the same time, like, it's not going to be as exciting because they're not as cool, not as good, but still might be worthwhile. But and then I guess my last one that I'm waiting on, it's a toss-up. I'm waiting on Mushoku Tensei, I guess, 3rd season, or the part 2, which just came out as well. So, our guy's been going through a lot. 2nd season was also kind of like a filler building up. He loses Eris in the 1st season. 2nd season, he's trying to deal with that because, he loved her or whatever, and, he's heartbroken. So our guy literally goes through like erectile dysfunction as a 14, 15-year-old kid, imagine you like, oh yeah, you're so excited, you for your first time with this beautiful, person you've been traveling with, you get it on, you finally get it on, and then you wake up, she's gone, and all she leaves like a piece of her hair and a note, and you like, ain't no way, bro. You like, bro, ain't no way you just left me, bro. Like, this bitch ain't worth nothing, bro. We went through all this and you just left me high and dry because people died, people got shipped off, bro. Like,
blue ball
is crazy. You didn't even, say wait and be like, hey, like in the morning, like talk me face to face after we did all that, man. Like we just shared a bond, we just gave a piece of each other to ourselves. He didn't pull out. He pulled the trigger in there. So I mean, that's all I'm saying, bro. Like, we
damn.
Let me stop, bro. Bro. You know it, anime. They don't know none of that. It's all in or nothing, baby. So Eris might have a kid up in there.
We going down a different route now.
Oh my god, let me stop, bro. Oh my god, I'm weak as fuck. That's it, bro. Let me
let's go to my man Davies. Let's go. What you got on your plate, my guy?
Because I got some real trauma to get through after that shit, man. Jesus Christ. Whoa.
Oh my god.
Man. But Windbreaker, man. I know, funny name. Haha, Windbreaker. But if you're a fan of Tokyo Revengers and Crybaby Takamichi, this is a Takamichi at hands, pretty much. It's about a kid who's kind of born with I don't want to say a defect, but he has a different colored eye. This eyebrow's white. Like, he has black hair, but this eyebrow's white, and this side of his hair is also white. But everybody thinks he dyed his hair a certain color and is trying to look cool and has a colored contact. And basically, he's been shit on his whole life. You look weird. What's wrong with you? And the only thing he ever found where he could kind of be better than someone or looked at And highly was whenever he beat somebody's ass, whether it was from his opponent or whether it was from other people around. Like, dang, he got hands, and that was his only sense of acknowledgement from the people around him. So he ended up moving to a city that's known for having degenerates, as far as like at the high school. Like, you have the lowest of the low at that school. Everybody's known for fighting, basically. He gets there, and that's all I'm gonna say. You have to watch the first episode. But very good episode. If you enjoy high quality animation, if you enjoy fighting without necessarily powers, I will say that is definitely one of the better animes that has come out, at least from the first episode that I've seen. After that, I'm gonna have to go The Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime. Obviously, if you followed that, another isekai, you know, if you follow the story about a guy dying, comes back as a slime, and honestly, I've never seen a slime be this resourceful in my life in any other anime. Them things usually die with like a rock, right? You throw it, hit the slime core, break it. You slowly level up for those weaker beginner isekais. But this guy ends up eating a damn dragon in like the first season and having the power of the dragon and eating the orc kings and shit. And he's basically runs a whole monster village at this point and is like recognized now as a demon lord. So I know it sounds like every other anime, but the animations are top tier. The story is a lot better than it should be. It's one of those hidden gems that has an unnecessarily long ass name that is fire. But so that's that on that. And last but not least would be Monster. For, again, a lot of isekais, you get brought back, you kill goblins after you join the adventures. That's how it goes. But this man just so happened to be reincarnated as a goblin. So this time he is literally raised, and it's not even raised. Like, the nigga was like a teenager in like 4 days type shit. And so he ages faster, but he begins doing different things, killing certain things and using his wits, but it allows him to level up into a hobgoblin. And then to where we are now, he's an ogre. And this is all in the span of, I think, 34 days. He went from being a baby to damn near being fucking Terry Crews in a matter of 34 days. So, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but it's some crazy shit. He ends up fighting this really strong bear. Yeah, bro is just hella strong. So ends up fighting this bear, and right now is an ogre after losing an arm. But he's able to kind of like most animes, kill certain things and acquire a certain attribute from him. So he's doing that whole thing, and it's very interesting because, like I said, most of the time we see the MCs killing goblins rather than becoming a goblin and seeing how they operate from that position. So yeah, I'm really excited. Have enjoyed the first few episodes of this new season of everything going on, the spring season, and can't wait to see where the rest of it leads us, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, this is going to be a crazy season. This could arguably be probably one of the best seasons of a cycle of anime that we've had in a while since the My Hero Bleach era last summer, right? Because Bleach was going crazy. My Hero was also going crazy. I think Demon Slayer was happening at the same time, if not it just ended season 4, and then Blue Lock was the fall before that. So this is a lot going on, man. This is a lot going on. A lot of new anime popping off. But make sure to comment down below what you are excited for this spring cycle. Tell us some of your sleepers. We love to hear about sleeper animes that we should check out. Like Davey put us on Windbreaker, and that is gas. So make sure you tune in the next episode. We appreciate you guys. Peace.